Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing the regrowth on my hair. The color that I have is normally a platinum blonde. I haven't done it in about 2 or 3 months, so it's has a little gold undertone. So today I'm going to go in and do my roots. I normally color my hair with Wella's Color Charm, and the color that I use just to do the regrowth, well, it's Cooling Violet, and then I go in afterwards and use the very popular toner, the T18, or aka the Old Lady Toner. And I'm going to mix it with 40 Developer, and this one is the clear instead of the cream since I'm using liquid anyways. You'll need some clips to divide your hair in 4 sections, an applicator. You can use a brush and a bowl. It's actually a lot easier when you're using the liquid to use an applicator. A cap to put over when you're processing, gloves, and a rat tail comb to do the parting. Okay, so this one is actually a high lips color. So with this, I can actually, since I'm just doing my roots, I can use half and half of this to process one time and then to use it for the second time. So I'm gonna mix half of this into this. Ooh. So I'm gonna use 1 ounce of hair color, and with high lift hair color you always want to double it. They call it a double 40. So I'm gonna mix, so I have 1, so I'm gonna put 2 ounces of developer, and that will be 3 ounces, and that's a double 40. You want to make sure that you don't have the AC on or the room's not too cold, because that will get in the way of it processing up to its best, I guess you could say. I'm just going to brush my hair out real fast. And get my clips out. You'll need 3 or 4. Okay. So I'm just going to there's my half. Then I'm going to come behind the ear. That's where I'll make my split part there. And clip that. The whole point in clipping it is just so you're not messy and it's easier to get it done since I'm doing it myself. I'm going to leave this one because that's where I'm going to start in the front. Generally when you get your hair done and you're lightening, they start in the back, but I start in the front. I'm pretty fast with my own hair. Okay. So I have about 1.5 inches of regrowth. So I'm going to put this towel over here so I don't get any hair dye or anything on my skin, because that does tend to burn like a bitch. Clip this here. Okay, so then I'm going to put my gloves on. Okay. So then with this, because it's pretty pointy, I'm just going to take a section, and you want them to be pretty thin. You want to kind of be able to. So I'm just going to start here. And I'm just going to rub that in onto the regrowth. You don't want to get too much on, the rest of the hair, because that's already processed, and you don't want to over process your hair. So just try to get it on your regrowth. And then you're just going to do that all the way down. And I actually like using the liquid developer better with the cream, just because it's faster, it's not as thick, and it saturates the hair better. And you want to try to work fast, because I have to go around 3 other sections, and you don't want them to be different tones. But if you're new, you could take your time, but Try not to take too much time. A lot of the times I double process my regrowth just to make sure it's like perfectly platinum how I like it. Sometimes I don't. I just process it one time and then I throw the toner over it. Okay, almost done with my first section here. And if you do get anything on your skin, you do want to wipe it off like with a wet towel, because like I said, that will burn the skin. The liquid's a lot faster to work with than the cream in my opinion. You just want to make sure you got everything all around the scalp. You will start to feel tingling.
So that's what the first section looks like. You just want to pull it back over. If you want to, you can clip it. You don't have to. Just leave it like that.
And I'm going to start over this way, and then I work my way around. Okay. Again, thin sections. And make sure you're working all of your regrowth. Mine's, like I said, really grown out. Keep pulling them forward, keep rubbing it to make sure you're saturating it. Massage in just to make sure you got everything, because you can't see the back of your head. Okay. So far I can see that this side's starting to process. And yes, you can see like the purple tone. That's to counteract the brassiness. So, turns out to be platinum. And then again, triangle. It in. What I also like to do is I like to go where the part was in the back. Let me see if I can try to get it. I have a little bit left in the bottle. I'll just go around the front again. You want to make sure that it's all like pretty saturated. You look around, make sure you've got everything. And if you feel like you see any pieces, just go in with what's left in the bottle and rub it in. Like I said, you want to be careful. Try not to get too much of the hair dye on the rest of your hair. Okay, pretty much got it. So now what I do is I go like this and I clip this like a ponytail. And then I just put the cap on. And this is going to help your hair process faster because it keeps the heat inside. So then I'm going to sit under the dryer for about 30 to 45 minutes. And that's the first of the process. Okay, so this is what it ends up looking like after 35 minutes of processing. It looks really dark, but it's just the violet inside of the hair color. Okay, so now I'm gonna rinse it out, and then when I get out, I will blow dry it and then put the toner on it. Okay, so this is what it ended up looking like after I dyed it. So that's with the cooling violet and a double 40 of developer. So now I'm gonna tone it. See, my roots are pretty much the same color as this down here. It pretty much matches. Kind of has a tint of a yellow tone. Not too bad. But I'm gonna go in with the T18 from Wella and some 20 developer. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that. Yeah. And I'm actually gonna add some color additives into the toner. So which is this right here. So these ones are the cooling violet, and it's a color additive. So this will intensify the toner, and it will intensify the purple ash that will go onto the hair. Okay. So I added about 4 capsules of the additive into the toner. So the toner is a 2-to-1 ratio. So that means that you add 1 part hair color and then 2 parts developer. So then I'm going to go in where my regrowth was, right there. And then the same way, just how I did the hair color, you just put that on there. Now toners are to tone out any unwanted brassy tones. And this has, you know, the cooling ash in it, the violet. So that's going to leave it like a grayish color. The longer you leave the toner on, the darker the tone will be. How I did. And with this, I let it sit on my roots for about 20 minutes, and then I go back in with the rest, whatever is in the bottle, and I leave it there for about 10 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes for my roots. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply the rest of it to the rest of my hair for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then we'll see what happens from there. And this part, I don't do it like super neat. I apply it onto the hair. And I go and rub it in. And then also what I do to intensify it is I wash it with shimmering lights. And that leaves it really, 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 really ashy and like a silverish color. Gray even. And I just put some on and I pull through. If you know that your hair is really damaged and fragile, like I don't suggest you pulling it and doing all of that to it, especially when you're processing your hair. Okay. As you can see, I have toner pretty much all through my hair. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this here for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse it out. And I'm gonna leave shimmering lights on my hair in the shower for about 10 minutes to make it extra platinum. Okay. So I'll leave that there for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll rinse it out. Okay, so this is the final look after I colored and toned it. I also used the shimmering lights for about 10 minutes in the shower, and this was the final look. It's pretty gray, ashy toned. For more videos and tutorials like this, like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.